Welcome everyone, you're listening to WSB Stony Brook, and the songs that you just listened to were Deja Vu by Speech Patterns and The Hero Will Drown, 10-year anniversary edition by Store of the Year, Kayla by The Lost Knights, and Speak Softly by Picturesque. As you hear in the background, there's a guitar, so Danny's here, finally in the studio, ready to talk with us. So how about let's start introducing yourself, tell us where you're from, and
Cool.
when you started playing. Good.
Good.
A little tired, lots of, classes, had physics, modern physics, not fun.
Yeah. I woke up at about 1 today. I mentioned staying up watching some Malcolm in the Middle, and I was trying to write a song while doing that. But
Oh, no, wait. Hold on, speak for the mic.
Check.
Oh, it seems like hopefully it went through. Let's see. All right, talk now.
Check. Hey, how's it going?
Here, one more time.
Hello.
All right. Well,
Cool.
we can hear you now. So hopefully everyone got a little bit through my mic. Hopefully. But anyway, if you didn't hear, Danny Dakota's here in the studio.
Hey there.
We just mentioned a bit about my day with modern physics, which wasn't fun, being tired, and he was about to talk about the show.
Yeah. I was just watching Malcolm in the Middle last night. I don't know if that went through, but well, thanks for having me on the show, Kyle. I'm a Long Island local artist. I'm Danny Dakota, I guess, and it's good to be in the studio.
Yeah, glad you came, find someone. I was like, oh, you sounded great. I played you on the show before.
That's cool. I appreciate that, man. Yeah. Played the song Best Bet.
Yeah. So, let's just start out. What are some of your biggest influences to date that helped you start playing?
Oh, man, there's so many. The Beatles were the first band that I really, got into when I was in elementary school. I remember having a couple of their CDs, and that was one of my main influences that got me into drumming. Beatles were my top influence, and then I moved into liking Nirvana, which Kurt Cobain's songwriting always stuck in my head. I always liked his lyrics, and I love Dave Grohl. Dave Grohl as a drummer, and I was a drummer for a few years before I started writing songs, but I was always playing power chords on guitar. So
was it just guitar and drums, or was it an all-around artist bass as well? Or
I actually played a little piano. I had my first thing before I even had a drum set, I had my guitar, and then I took a few piano lessons before I got my drum set. So there was 2 piano lessons, and I always messed around with keys. Nothing too crazy, but I'd write a couple songs on there.
So what are some of your favorite releases from this year?
Oh, from this year, I'm a big Kings of Leon fan. I like them. They put out a new album, and one of the songs, their first single off the album, is called Waste a Moment. It's one of my favorite songs of the year. I think also one of my favorite bands from Long Island, Brand New, they put out a song, I'm a Nightmare. And I just heard that recently. It came out early 2016, but it's really catchy.
First off, I know your regular name's Danny Casey. Why did you go with the persona Danny Dakota? Dakota for the last
There's a little story behind that. When I was younger, I would hear that. Well, my mom's sister, my aunt, she used to see a guy, and his name was Danny Dakota, and I always thought that name was very cool. And I kind of, as I was in my band Flight Risk, and then we split up, and I decided to go solo-ish, and I figured I'd take on a little persona. I adapted the name Danny Dakota based off someone that actually has the name spelled differently. I think he was a Native American guy, so. I borrowed his name, and yeah.
So, where you always been a solo project after that band breakup?
Actually, there's been periods where I've been just solo, and then there's been a couple periods where I've had bands. Let me see. My band was Flight Risk, and I kind of brought it back about 4 months after releasing Feel Alright, which I released that album November last year. So about a year ago, I released Feel Alright. I heard you played a couple tracks off that, which is my only release right now.
All right, cool.
And I had a band, and then that band split up. Started another band, was playing in a band this summer, which was Flight Risk again. And now I'm pretty much solo, and I also play with my friend Matt in a little acoustic project called the Blair Spiff Project.
I know recently you actually did a song with Check Engine Light with the Hart Brothers. Hopefully I said that right.
Yes, yeah, the Hart Bros.
So, what was that like working with them and doing like a whole full project like that?
Oh yeah, they're awesome. I like those guys. They're like twin brothers, so they're like way in sync. And then we always had a little musical connection. They were in the version of Flight Risk I started up shortly after releasing Feel Alright. And that song was written right around that time, right about a year ago. Like, so we would jam and made that song as a group together. And then this past summer, they hit me up and were like, "Hey, do you want to record that Best Bet song? We got to get that down." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then we did that in July and came out with the full release in October.
So with working with local artists, is there anyone you want to try work with in the future?
Oh yeah, there's so many. I do collaborate with some. There's a bunch. I mean, I'd like to record tracks with, play some music out. Like one of my favorite bands are my friends in the band MJT. They're just really awesome, like musicians, and they're collaborative. They write some rockin' tunes. They're great. Yeah, there's a bunch of bands, honestly, that I and like musicians I'd like to collaborate on some songs with. My friend Kevin Preller, he plays in the band Colorblind. We're yet to write a song, but like I feel like when we do, it's gonna be pretty awesome.
So any local shows that you attended recently that you really enjoyed?
Yeah, I really love every show I've been going to lately. Planet of Sound is where it's at. In my opinion, because that's where I'll play most of my shows. They have like open mics. They have open mics like weekly. On Monday, I go to one at Portside. They had a show this past Monday. Actually, they had a string of shows from Friday all the way to Monday, and it was in memory of one of our close friends, a very close friend of the music scene, Leanna McNaughton. She passed away, and there was a string of shows put on by Planet of Sound in tribute to her, and all the shows, I made it to 3 out of 4. They were incredible.
Sorry about the static, folks. There's like something wrong with like the transmitter. It's like going on and off. But we can still kind of hear you, so
cool.
Which is good.
Kind of hear is good.
Kind of hear is pretty good. So. I saw that you came into the studio about like last week.
Yeah.
Did some stuff in here.
Actually, I was here on Monday. It's so recently.
And you also had a show that night. How did
that
go?
That was very good. That was an awesome show. The band MJT, which I mentioned, did play on that show. A band called Nectar played. They're awesome. Yeah, there was a lot of good acts on that, and that was Planet of Sound, the memory of Leanna. That was like a love for Leanna, a festival type thing.
So let's talk a little bit about your music now. Let's start off with the music video for the song Solid. There's lots of images throughout it, which was a really kind of like quote unquote weird, I guess.
Best bet?
Sold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not sold. Jeez.
Yeah, that was fun.
I rushed typing this, so I put solid instead of sold.
That's cool. I actually had a song called Solid 6. I wasn't on the previous EP with my band Flight Risk. I wasn't sure if that was.
But anyway, in that music video, you had like various images. Like you had like this alien, and you had this like doll girl. It was, like, it was really out there and weird.
Oh man,
so
that's
was
funny.
there any like reason you put that in there, like significance wise?
There's no real. I mean, at the time,
or was it just to be weird?
It was. Weird? I like to be weird. Yeah, the further with the music videos, I get kicks out of being weird. But in hindsight, somehow it worked out. Like with that music video, there's like some sort of symbolism that I found in the doll that we used. It was basically just it was a life-size doll, and it's like it was just creepy in its own, but it's kind of like representative of how the song says you sold your soul. Like I want your soul, but I'm afraid that it's been sold. And it just kind of made sense to have a doll as the person that like I'm singing to it, trying to win the doll's heart, but it's just a lifeless thing. And then at the end, King
It's
Alien.
And some aliens just
Yeah, oh yeah, always aliens. That with the Feel Alright video series, I went in on some alien masks. I had two. My friend.
That your Tom DeLonge from Blink?
Yeah, I know he's all into that too. He's into the UFOs and yeah, that must have been. I don't know. I just went really into the alien on the album cover. Actually, I have albums right here. You want one?
I'll keep one in the studio. I don't know.
Heck yeah. I mean, why not? For the car. So you can see the album cover. I played off that. I had the album cover first. Yeah. And then from there, everything has been...
Was that just done for,
aliens.
like, Photoshop, I guess?
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Okay, ready? That image is from a magazine from the 90s. It's called World Weekly News, and they had a lot of kind of articles like that, where they would, Photoshop images, or maybe not Photoshop, but they would make images like that, like werewolves, aliens, vampires, like cool weird stuff. So I found that image, and when I was looking up alien conspiracies, and yeah, that just inspired the whole album. The songs aren't particularly about aliens,
okay.
but like when you make music videos, you can kind of take on a new meaning with the song, and that's where it went.
So, talking about the lyrics right there, what are some of your favorite lyrics you've written on that album?
On that album, yeah, I'd like to believe that I'm writing better all the time. So since then, it's been like a year, and I'm like, oh, all my best stuff is in the past, couple months. But on that album, I enjoy the lyrics on the song Ever After, which is kind of a song I never play out as much because it's more of a full band anthem. But like I like the bridge on that song. It's I didn't mean to be so thoughtless. You took the best of me and never stopped running. I kind of I like that. Like, and there's a couple other ones on that album I enjoy. Like Up and Away is a term that I've heard, and it's been in songs. But it kind of on Monday, everyone at Portside was singing along to it because I dedicated it to my friend Liana. I remember her singing along to that, and it just made sense to be singing Up and Away for a friend that we lost too soon.
So, working with new music right now, and trying to figure out where you are as I guess a musician. Mm-hmm. What are some stuff you want to experiment with in the future, sound wise?
Oh yeah, I'm always messing around with new sounds. I've actually got it since that album. At the time when I made that album, I didn't really know anything about producing music or like mixing or anything. But since then, I've been messing around with producing my own sounds, and I've found that I enjoy electronic sounds. I want to kind of incorporate some electronics. I like keeping the albums a little more interesting, a little more going on with vocal overdubs and stuff. That stuff I did on that album, but on the next one, I plan on getting pretty conceptual, maybe some sound effects going on.
So like what you said, like with producing, so you're pretty much all self-taught. So
yeah.
Did you just do by just going in, playing with everything, using tutorials? Or...
Yes. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty self-taught.
Okay.
But I think part of that is because I've recorded with pretty really good engineers. The Feel Alright EP, I kind of was just hawking over him when the guy was called John Niclario. Well, that's his name. And then the studio was called Not a Recording Studio, and I was hawking over all the stuff he would do, and also have recorded with friends, and they kind of give me some pointers on how to mix stuff and automate everything. Engineering,
All right, so I think it's about time for some acoustic stuff. So what songs will you be playing for us?
I think I'm gonna play a couple new songs. I might start out with a song which is the most recent song I've written, called "Say Too Much," and it's my favorite right now. Usually the most recent song is, but I'm pretty psyched on this one.
Any backstory to it you want to share?
I wrote this song using a guitar riff that I came up with a long time ago when I was still in my band Flight Risk, and it's the guitar part which holds down the whole song. Lyrically, just reflecting on some relationships with people, and it's just a fun jam.
All right, cool. So let's get started.
All right, I'm gonna try this out.
Oh, hold on. Wait. I forgot to put up the mic. guitar.
Oh, nice.
Let's put that like down
Cool.
there. Perfect.
Oh yeah,
Alright,
we
you're
got
good.
double mics. All right.
Alright.
I can't escape this empty feeling that I get. It creeps around and then it lingers in my head. It's all I know. You used to call me out to smoke a cigarette. You used to say you couldn't wait to see me, yeah. It's all zero. I don't wanna say too much. Oh yeah. No, I don't wanna lose my touch, my touch. Can you feel me? Back to the river where I lost myself again. Back to the place where I call everyone my friend. Gotta know. If I don't see you, I'll assume you found a friend. You found a man and then you made some good plans. Gotta go. But I don't wanna say too much. Oh yeah. No, I don't wanna lose my touch, my touch. Can you feel me? No, I don't wanna burn this up. We're on fire. No, I would rather say too much than never say enough. Are we breaking up? Are we losing touch? All I'm seeing is a vision. Never came to me. Fooling, faking, rooting. You never make sense. But I don't wanna say too much. Oh yeah. I don't wanna lose my touch, my touch. Can you feel me? I don't wanna burn this up. We're on fire. I would rather say too much than never say enough.
So what's the next song? Oh,
Yeah, I was. My voice is a little raspy right now. I was screaming my lungs out last night at the Brick House Brewery,
alright.
doing a little open mic. Woo.
So what's the next song coming up called?
Okay. So I think I'll play another relatively new song. It's one of my my newest jams. It's called "All I Need." And woo.
Ooh. I don't know why that's happening, but whatever. Probably for my headphones.
Maybe is it because it's coming through the monitor?
Yeah, that should be better.
Cool. Alright, this is one of my newest songs. I did a track in the studio. It's an acoustic track, and my friend Nancy, who's an incredible vocalist, came in and did like a pretty much a harmony slash like duet on the whole song. And I have that track. I'm waiting to get it back mastered. I'll probably release something with that soon. But it's called All I Need, and here it is.
There's no time to waste. A million miles couldn't separate. Lonely lady, do you need a friend? That could be me, if just for the weekend. Dusk or dawn, right or wrong, it's lost on me. You're all I need. Do what you wish to me, wish to me. Take all you want from me, want from me. You're all I need. Just don't take me for granted. Night is heavy, it can bring you down. I feel weightless, I won't hang around. Chipped my shoulder, this is nothing new. Strolling, speeding, I'll still follow you. Make a break, masquerade, it's haunting me. Yeah, you're all I need. Do what you wish to me, wish to me. Take all you want from me, want from me. You're all I need. Just don't take me for granted. I won't entertain it. I cannot restrain it. This portrait you're framing. Do what you wish to me, wish to me. Take all you want from me, want from me. You're all I need. Just don't take me for granted. Do what you wish to me, wish to me. Take all you want from me, want from me. You're all I need. Just don't take me for granted.
So let's have one more from you.
Cool.
So what's this last song going to be called?
Let's see. All right, maybe I'll do a song. I'll feel alright, because people want to hear songs that they know. I think I've been told. So yeah, I'll do this song. It's the third track off that CD, Feel Alright, and I've been playing it a couple times in the past week again. And yeah, it's a pretty fun song. I wrote it a while back, over like 2 years ago, and it's taken on many shapes. But right now, it's still one of my favorite songs I've written. So, it's called Up, Up, and Away. Let's see if I'm in tune. Seems good.
Big tensions blew up in my face, almost halfway. by telling you this way. Hey, I'm afraid of feeling stuck in this place. Up and away, up and away. Hey, hey, hey. And escape from you without a trace. Up and away, up and away. Hey, 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 hey. You'll never see, you'll disagree, I'll just let it be. And if I cross the line, my memory, our history doesn't have to repeat. Customize, the choice is mine. And I'm afraid of feeling stuck in this place. I'm afraid of feeling stuck in this place. Up and away, up and away. Hey, hey, hey. I'm in last place. This is our human race. Up and away, up and away. Hey, hey, hey.
Thanks, Danny, for joining us today, playing
Thanks,
some
Kyle.
stuff and talking about, you as an artist. So, if people are interested, where can they find your music and where they can keep up to date with you?
I'm on YouTube. You can find pretty much all my recorded stuff off my albums on there, and on SoundCloud. And then my general website would be Facebook, and you can find me on like Instagram too. So I'm on all that stuff.
All right.
Kyle, thanks, man. I appreciate you having me on.
No problem, man. Anytime. Remember
Cool.
to send stuff once you're finished recording,
Yeah, I
your
will.
music.
I'll keep you up to date. Thank you, man.